playing scene. Hello. It's December 29. The year's almost over. Almost so good. ¿Qué ondulaciones? ¿Cómo? ¿Qué? Hola, Alan, ¿cómo estás? I like that date. You like December 29th. Is there a reason? Or is it just because it feels festive? It's almost the end of the year. Magic tricks. Magic tricks are by their very definition tricks, that's right. But I can never figure out the tricks when I see them. Well, that's the intention. We're came into world. In between all the festivities. Nice! December 29th. Aquí pasando link luego de un día pesado en... un día pesado apenas es lunes. Pero bueno, por lo menos el día ya acabó. Falta menos para el fin de semana. The tricks are performed by pros. They do it so you can't guess the trick. Yeah, magicians are like so quick and like they're so good at like distracting people or like making them focus on something different. Apenas es lunes. Así es. Pearl did a magic trick? It looked like she pulled the end of her own. Oh, I know what that one is. But she put her right thumb next to her left hand and it just separated. She could move it up and down and everything. It was incredible too. I see videos of magicians and I'm convinced. Oh, there are some that are like very convincing. Like I don't even know how they do the trick. It's very strange. Yeah. I've seen some magicians do very unexplainable things. I don't know how to explain it. Like how is it even possible? ¿Qué onda, Celes? ¿Qué crees? Me salió Augusta en 10 tiradas, las únicas. Ah, no, qué celos. Todo bien, ¿cómo estás, Tecne? A mí me salió Augusta, perdí el 50-50 y me salió como en los siguientes 70 y algo. O sea, fueron como 2 pitis enteros que me costó. Estoy pobre ahora, no tengo nada en ese juego. They perform some tricks that most people will know the trick to, but then do something that completely debunks what one. Yeah, you know, there's some that do like they write up stuff and like lock it in a box beforehand or like at the beginning. Or what was it? Oh, like they ask someone to do something and they have like a locked box that has been locked since the beginning, and then the whatever the thing was in the beginning, it's inside the box, and I'm like, how did they know? How did they know that was gonna be the thing like written or the card or whatever? That's so strange. They perform some tricks. Oh yeah, es que fue fin de mes y había que cerrar. Ah, entiendo. Mi jefe se fue de vacaciones, así que aún tengo como una semana para hacer mis reportes de cierre de mes. Aún tengo tiempo. Hello, father. How are you doing? How'd you do that, Nick? You're like a real magician. I found this YouTuber whose videos are all 30 minutes long because he talks about creepy stories and true stories on Reddit. That sounds scary. You like it? I know someone who like listens to creepypasta to go to sleep, so I do know some people enjoy like listening to scary stuff. This is why I just can't figure out magic. I'm not good at it, especially hard tricks like flying away from the scene of a murder. It must have been like hanging from like a string that was on the roof of the building or something, right? One of the videos he was reading a story about. I listened to a true crime podcast based on me. What? I'm not getting it. Wait, I listened to a true crime podcast based on me. So there was a true crime podcast that was based on this person, and this person heard that podcast and they wrote about it in Reddit. Is that how it works? It's so confusing. Y a mi oficina justo llegó el gerente gerente vaca sentado suprema. Va a estar por 1 o 2 semanas. Ay no. Bueno, por lo menos solo son 1 o 2 semanas. Podría ser más, ¿no? Hay que verlo del lado positivo. Hay que ser optimistas. Hello Nova, how are you doing? And the person in the story will be listening to a true crime podcast while walking home with red sneakers. And the podcast will be like, they were found dead last night wearing red sneakers. Their name was... Oh my god, that's so scary. The heck? What? I'll like freak out. I'll just start running. In that exact moment. Talk to Max. Who's Max? Oh, Max. I know who Max is. I'm okay. I'm glad. I'm good. Like, how do I have... What do... The number 2? Sometimes I don't know where, like, how they decide who gets number 1 or 2. Like, the ranking sometimes does not make sense. But... I don't know. Oh, my sweeties. Do you mind hurrying up and getting me out of this place? We're trying. We're doing our best, Max. Just hang in there. Just hang in there. One day more. Isn't there like a musical song that goes like that? One day more. One day more. Feels like that. Maybe it was not one day more. I'm gonna look it up later. I'm kind of curious now. At the end of the story, the podcast ended with, turns out her boyfriend was the killer, and the story ended with, and my boyfriend knocked on the door asking me to open up. And did the boyfriend really appear? And since I'm a famed magician, they said, let's make you your very own TV special. What kind of TV special? Maximilian Galactica, the Great Prison Escape. It will be aired live. The story ended like that and I liked it. Mystery. I crave candy. Oh, I always crave gummies. I don't know why. Like, I think gummies are my preferred type of candy. What kind of candy do you want to have? You have candy? What kind of candy do you have? I almost bought candy today. But I exercised some self-restraint and only got what I needed. No gummies. But I did go to the aisle where the candy was. And I saw all the like gummy worms and gummy bears. I was gonna stream today, but I feel slightly tired, so yeah. Take a break when you need it. Krabby Patty gummy candy? That sounds fun. That's like ones like are those like each part of the burger is like a different piece of gummy? But a part of me is like just stream. Well, even if you're tired, if you do stream, I'm sure you'll get some energy just from like streaming and like interacting with people. So I guess you could also just stream if you're not like very tired. After talking to Max to go to the plaza cafeteria. Ooh, wait, is the Krabby Patty gummy? Is it like? Do you think each piece has a different flavor, or do you think it's just like the same flavor? It's just different colors and shapes. If I do the special before I'm acquitted, they'll never let me out of here for real. The Great Escape. It'll surely be an unnecessary addition to your troubles with the law. I don't know, TVH. I feel like they're the same. I feel like I've had that candy before. I also think it's the same flavor. Most likely, right? Kind of like the whole deal with like Fruit Loops. That it turns out like they're all like the same flavor, was it? It would be funny if they were different flavors though. No work today due to Labor Day? No. That's in the US. I didn't even know today was off in the US. I know some people there, so that's how I learned. Like tonight, I learned a couple of hours ago that there was no work in the U.S. The production staff is already working on the show. If you don't get me out quick, I'll have no choice but to stage a real prison break. Why is he gonna stage a prison break? He's not a real magician. It'll be a contractual obligation. That's show business. What? The night of the crime, you didn't happen to fly off into the sky. At the time of the murder, I was sitting in the ringmaster's room. Not to mention, flying off into the sky is not just something I can do at will. Right. Hello, Arctic. How are you? How was work? Work was alright. I tried asking for 1 day off today. Because I needed 1 day off. Like, I have an event I need to attend and there's no way I can attend or like arrive at time if I go to work. So I was like, I need a day off. And my boss was like, no. I'm gonna have to talk with him tomorrow again. But you know, otherwise it was pretty good. It was a very chill day. Noodle tried to maul me today. What happened? Is it just being like angry for no reason? I don't care what the stoogie clown says, it wasn't me. Do you mind teaching me the trick behind flying? I don't teach people tricks, but I will tell you this much, it's much harder than you think. So is it the acrobat? If you ask and ask, they'll agree out of frustration. Maybe. Maybe. I was thinking of this in court today. I've got a favor to ask of you. Be friends with the other performers in the circus. Fabulous, a great joke. We're working together. It's not better to have a good relationship even if you're not friends, right? I won the International Grand Prix. That is something that I can't simply tolerate. What? He got mad and I had to give him medicine. Oh, he doesn't want to take the medicine? Ese Max es un personaje de JoJo o no. Bueno, homosexual no es porque hay una chica con quien quiere casarse. Así que tal vez es un personaje de JoJo. And I told him my daughter asked for a leave, you give her the day off. He was trying to like make a deal with me. Because I told him the event. The thing is, I leave kind of late afternoon. I leave my work at late afternoon and I have to be around the time I leave. I already have to be in the like event location. So like I won't make it. And I told my boss, and my boss is like, "Oh, that means you can come to work in the morning, right?" And I was like, "Yeah." Well, my workplace is kind of in a remote place, and I don't have a car. So I was asking for the whole day off because of that. And my boss was like, "I'm gonna get you a ride back home. I'm gonna get you a ride back home, but come to work, basically." We'll see. I had to leave work. I'm guessing tomorrow he'll tell me the results of whether he found a car. Oh, you can get to the event. Yes, I will. I told the people at the event that I'll make it. I'll make it, no matter what. My dad asked for a goddamn day off. I had to actually hold him down and get him to take it. Oh, so he did take the medicine. Is he usually like that? So, or is it like the first time, or like has maybe not usually, but has he been like that before? Some sort of anime convention? No. It's a wedding. It's a wedding, but like I there's something I have to do at the wedding, so I wanna be there early. It was the first time we had to give him medicine. Maybe it's just because he's not used to it. ¿Y también te mandan a las 12 de la mañana a atender emergencias? No. Bueno, pueden escribirme, pero es que no voy a contestar. Tengo un celular de trabajo aparte de mío personal. Así que cualquier cosa me llamarían o me escribirían al celular del trabajo. Y no, esa la tengo en mi maleta de trabajo, no lo saco cuando llego a casa. The flower girl. No, nothing that important. You haven't seen the Cyclops in this game before. Maybe not. I've told this story like 100 times already, so it's a bit boring. You must not have heard me. I'm really sick of telling this story, but what can you do? I don't believe he's sick of telling this story. I think he loves it. Voila, here, take a look at this. Let's see. He just happens to have a photo of the Grand Prix with him. He always carries this photo around, so he can like boast anywhere he goes. Just look at that fabulous stage. It's like blinding. That is the first stage that I ever flew on. I flew right over the audience. The crowd erupted into applause. At that time, I thought to myself I could die right then and die a happy man. By the way, I think everyone who is a performer should get to experience that feeling. Alright. I crave chaos. What kind of chaos? Is there anything you can do to satisfy that kind of craving? Did you find a way? I haven't had a chance to like check my older 3D models I made. If I remember, I'll check out mine after the stream. Hola, Car. Se ha pasado un tiempo. ¿Cómo estás? I want a trophy too. How about you buy me a trophy? I think I would buy Maya a trophy. She's cute. Why not? We can give her a trophy. You can have this picture of my triumph. Just make sure you show it to all the other... Make sure to show it to everyone else. Look and learn, that's what you should tell them. Learn how to get thrown in jail. So savage. What's going on? I don't know, TVH besides running a genocide route. Ooh! Oh, I feel bad. I kind of feel attached to Undertale characters. I have not like played Undertale again after like I only did like the good route. Like good, I only got to the good ending. I think I heard that if you try to do like the genocide, get the genocide ending in Undertale, they like remember the previous ending or the previous run of the game, something like that. I feel so bad. Nova threatened to take my legs, so I was like, but basketball and blocks sacrificed Frozen to... Block sacrificed Frozen to protect your legs? So does that mean Nova has Frozen's legs? I get to take Frozen toes instead because Block sacrificed Frozen to me. The neutral route. Pacifist? I think I went for the pacifist one. I'm not sure what the neutral one is. The ending I got, everyone got outside and we're happy. Everyone lives together with everyone. Something like that. I think? I'm still looking at YouTube tutorials to figure out what to do. Hopefully you figure it out soon. Well, I'll try checking out the things I have. My legs are safe. I guess that's good for you, but I'm not sure about Frozen. You should do genocide. No! It was so bad! I really like Papyrus and Sans. They're so funny. And who? Oh, I don't remember her name. What's the nice lady? What's her name? Like Tori or something like that? I will call her Mom. She felt like Mom. So nice. She's so nice. Oh, Toriel. I was like, it sounds something like Tori. She's so nice. She's Mom. I'm coming for your legs next, Grandpa. That sounds kind of scary. Genocide. Oh, neutral route is where you kill some, but not all. So the ones that annoy you. I see, I see. Quit your whining. Let's just give this a shot already. Alright, let's go. Roll. Roll your butt. Gently down. No? Gently down the stream. Yes, yes. This isn't just... Do you enjoy saying... Oh, yeah, because Trillo is an opera singer or something like that, right? You can kill everyone but Sans and Papyrus and it's considered neutral. So you just have to keep some people alive? So it's like keep everyone alive or kill everyone? Anything in between is neutral? What are you doing here? Can't you see we're on a secret crash training course? Secret crash training? Trilla wouldn't give up until I said we'd try out his idea for a new routine. So we were trying to sing in a round for our new ventriloquism act. Even they are surprised by the idea I told you. Once we've got a grip on the basics, then it's just a matter of practice. It's time to take one more shot at Regina. You need to have the guts to play Genocide. Right. As long as you're not at level 19 before the Suns fight. Oh, cause you level up by killing others, right? That sounds nice. Undertale is pretty fun. That was a pretty fun game. I was confusing like the first like five seconds. The start was kind of confusing. Is he really gonna propose marriage? He's gonna propose to Regina? That's why I'm waiting for her even now. But if you really wanted to see Regina, shouldn't you check out the tents? He wants to like casually run into her? Oh, okay. If you had a clue, you will know that waiting is such sweet, wonderful torture. Okay. That's one of the... Okay. I'm not sure. Poor Maya, she's so red, she looks like a vine. It's so funny. I'll replay my Hollow Knight still Soul on life only mode and I'm avoiding a boss. Luckily I don't even need to fight it to beat the game. So it's like an optional boss, but it's very strong. Frisk can kill Sans though. Off screen? What do you mean by off screen? Why? Where's Regina? But if she's with that tiger, I don't want to find out. He's allergic to tigers? They still haven't cleaned this place up. Shit slap whoever was in charge across the face. Hey, where are we going? Those ended my run 4 times and they aren't even a boss. They're just an irritating piece of... Maybe that boss is there to annoy people intentionally. Maybe that frustration can serve as motivation for some people, right? You look like you just got hit by a truck. Shouldn't you get some rest? I'm taking a rest right now. I've been listening to some crazy clown's life story. Miss Von Karma told me to come down here and do this for her. Oh, cause they agreed to let someone like listen to him, right? Listening to that old clown sucks all your energy. Every time he's done talking, he looks at you like you should be doing something. I know that, Paul. Do you have any idea how much your face hurts if you fake laughing that much? So funny. I like how I came in and somehow still in second place rank though. Avoiding it was definitely a good choice because I'm about halfway through the game already. Seriously though, how did I get all three numbers stolen from me in less than 2? you can cheat. You can cheat the leaderboard. How do you do that? I don't. I thought the leaderboard was for like the most. This for the people who chatted the most, but now I'm not sure. I don't understand. They're nice, small, and it moves back and forth in the middle. You get too close, it'll smack you, but you get too far, it split. It spits some acid orange bubbles. It sounds tricky. Francisca really set you up at this time, didn't she? If you ask me, she should be listening to Mo herself. No way, Paul. You're not gonna get me to backbite a woman with a whip. No way. Persecutor von Karma's always got her eyes on us, and every time you definitely don't want her to show up, poof, there she is. That's so funny. Don't show up, don't show up, and then she appears. She's directly above us as we speak. She's directly above us? She's in the roof? The acrobat? Yeah, because like it, based on what Max said about flying is not easy, I believe they need to have a good sense of balance. And that to me is the acrobat. So I would think it's the acrobat, but the acrobat has not even appeared yet. And usually the culprit is somewhere out, like in the from the beginning. I went from 1 to 2 to 3 to none. If there were super chat or donations, they'd probably keep their number. Yeah, I hate the boss with a passion. The XP you get is only a maximum of 75 per hour and it refreshes after that. You can cheat it by adding comments 3 times per each hour, even before the stream. Oh! I'm not taking any chances. If I feel it's gonna kill me, the chances are it's gonna kill me. But I survived it. Nice! That was excellent. If my daughter scheduled the stream today's prior, you can come in there 3 times and do it again after an hour. Oh, that's that's wild. That's some dedication. I'm sleepy. You should go sleep if you're sleepy. Because that means your body probably needs the rest. So don't get any ideas of going up the acrobat's room. I want to go to the acrobat's room now. What do you mean don't go? But once she's done, we're gonna go up. Alright. Twitch leaderboard is so much simpler. That is based off actions, right? Like chatting and stuff. Is it? Without like having a time limit? Don't wanna sleep? What a dilemma. Is it alright if you don't sleep yet? I think you can just like do stuff to keep yourself awake for a bit longer if you have no problem sleeping a bit late. Yeah, there was one time you like sent a lot of emojis. Hello, Jerry Pumpkin, how are you doing? Mo's not here. If he was here, you will have been able to tell even before you stepped into his room. I'm sure you will have heard him laughing. Aha, aha, aha. What do you think he's laughing at when he's all by himself? I think he's laughing at himself. That was my mom. She keeps coming in and out. Okay, Where's Mo? And Regina. And Francisca? I wonder if I need to finish talking with him. At first we thought it was the old man, just looking at his walk and how he acted. But then we said hello and didn't even get a reply. He was draped in those gaudy symbols. I thought it was the ringmaster. The ringmaster. We're not going to take on the word just because that jerk said we should. Performer should aim for the word. Who does he think he is? His motivation. It's good rivalry. Mark my words. Every time I hear a character say "mark my words," I can only think of Eula from Genshin. You're the man now. Row your boat. You've got to start somewhere, right? That's right. So funny. I went to the cafeteria before. There was no one. I almost dozed off at my desk. You should go sit, baby, then. Before you, like, actually fall asleep. Vengeance. What did she say? Vengeance will be mine? Vengeance is mine? Mark, I only remember the mark my words. I'm gonna go to bed. Good night, Nova. It was nice seeing you here. Maybe he's here now. Oh. Welcome to the wonderful, the fabulous, the cafeteria. He's in an awfully good mood because someone actually listened to him and faked laughing, I guess. Riddle time. Why does everyone cry when they eat Mexican? What's a Mexican pizza? Why does it say I'm almost at the top spot when I click the XP? Maybe you're close to surpassing Doppel? Maybe? You can answer this, it's easy, because cafeteria Mexican pizza is possibly a weapon of bowel destruction. Because they're in the cafeteria. Cafeteria. What? I don't get it. What does this have to do with Mexican pizza? What? I'm coming for your toes later, Grandpa. For now, I'm going to sleep. Good night, Nova. His XP refreshes earlier than mine. Will he? Doesn't even have third place. How come? Today's been a really crazy day. I didn't think it was going to be so tough. Yeah, it was a tough crowd. That's what you call a crowd that refuses to laugh. For instance, it was such a tough crowd this morning I had to smash watermelons. What? Good night, Nova. I told them all a great story and even greater jokes, but no one busted out laughing. They even used the famed no shoes, no shirt, no service joke. Does Maya have a similar sense of humor as this clown? What, your toes? Are you 100% sure about your testimony today? Flew through the air. It wasn't exactly flying per se, it was more like floating. The silhouette of his face made me positive it was Max. I don't see a Cyclops. He must be telling the truth. Oh, we still have the Cyclops things? We haven't seen any since this case started. I'll take them when you least expect it. Protect your toes. To you guys too. He showed it to everyone. You know what what they say about Maximilian Galactica. He really gets around. I don't get it. He showed me his boss too. Let me tell you, that thing is enormous. His bust, the thing next to him. I wouldn't mind hearing more about Max's boss. Not that I'm into that sort of thing. What do you mean? Max's boss should be on that small table over there. I'd say about 5 days ago, all of a sudden the boss disappeared. It disappeared? If you want to see it, there's a photo on the bulletin board over there. Max just had to put the picture up. This thing is really cool. Is that what was inside the box? I want someone to make a bust of me. As long as I'm not paying for it. Oh, she wanted me to pay for it? Nothing's changed that I can see. I wonder if he's actually thinking about this or if he's setting up a bad joke. I'm drawing a blank here. A quiet row is a good note in my book. I guess there really aren't any other things that have changed. What changed? Well, on the morning of the crime over on that bulletin board, this piece of paper was posted front and center. What does it say? It says to the murderer. The rest of it has been ripped off. And I don't know who posted it. Morning before the murder? Okay, so the paper was discovered first. And on that night, the ringmaster was killed. What? You show that to Max? Bye bye, Mo. The morning of the murder, it was posted on the wall in the cafeteria. Your heart skipped a bit. While I was enjoying my morning tea, the ringmaster and company entered the room. I guess it wasn't really a company, it was just the ringmaster and my sweetie pie. When the ringmaster read the note, he turned an incredibly bright red. All of a sudden, he tore it off the wall and shoved it into the pocket of his tailcoat. Oh, so I can go... Any mine is gonna come back? I don't know what was written on that thing. Let's see. I don't want to steal the fun from my students. Go and find out on your own. I'm sure you can find it. Okay. Well, we'll go back to the circus then. Previous case? So it's not in like chronological order? Okay, let's go to the big top and then we can go to the office. Eeny, miny, a mo. Oh, eeny, miny, mo. That's so funny. This could have been when the ringmaster put on Max's costume and went outside. Why'd he do that anyway? Was it really that cold or something? Examine. Okay, let's see. Do you see that? There's a scrap of paper shoved into the pocket of the tailcoat. The other part of the note. Now let's hurry up and check the thing out. Alright. I knew it. It fits perfectly with the other piece. What does it say? To the murderer, I have conclusive evidence of what took place. Meet me at 10 p.m. tonight at the Lodging House Plaza. Wait, does that mean the ringmaster was a murderer? Tonight at 10 p.m. That's when the murder took place. Now we need to find out who called out the ringmaster. If it's a murder, it has to be someone involved with like the victim that was murdered, right? But that means the ringmaster is a murderer. That doesn't sound right. The plaza. She back. Are you back? I'm sure you did a good job. Well, I'm done with the investigation of the acrobat finally, but with Miss Bon Karma? It's Miss Bon Karma. Every time I hear that sound, she's usually not very far behind. What's this for? For escaping when Francisca is too close? Some sort of pager or something? If you don't mind, Paul, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here quick. See if I'll— yeah, it's to escape. That's so funny. So much for being a flat foot. I've never seen a grown man so afraid of a girl still in her teens. You know what? Oh, she has a whip. Right. As biting as lashes from a whip. When Karma really did appear, it was a real battle today in court, wasn't it? You have to jump out and scare us like that? What can I do for you? Tomorrow will be the day. You mean the story of my defeat at your hands making the national news? National news? You possess such a small sense of scale. The global news. Hello Gwen, how are you doing? I think she might be overestimating the importance of a win by just a smidge. I have arrived. Welcome! This one Karma, it appears you got your hands onto something big. I've got conclusive evidence and a conclusive witness. I'm putting it in the summons for him to be called as a witness as we speak. It's the final nail in your coffin. I get it already. You want to beat and destroy me. I can't worry about her. I've got to try and find out more information myself. Why do you keep giving Nick the evil eye? It doesn't matter if you prove the defendant guilty tomorrow. Nothing will be able to bring your dad back. I don't know why my mom was like so talkative today. Oh no, it's still here. Said I have to go to school still. The school year feels really short already though. Right. The end of the year is approaching. Francisco's father is already dead. Yes. My dad, you must mean the esteemed Manfred von Karma. She doesn't call her dad. Esteemed Manfred von Karma. When did I ever bring up my papa's? Oh, she calls her. She does not call him dad. She calls him papa. Right. Grandpa's rank got overtaken by Gwen and she just appeared. That's so funny. Oh, because it's the last person to chat gets like a higher ranking. I understand now. Good night, Nova. Gonna go take a melatonin till me. Alright. I wish you could call me Papa too. Papa? But like, the beginning of a school year is quite exciting, right? I think like for the first few months, it's pretty exciting. And then there's a lot of events, right? There's Halloween and Thanksgiving, and then there's Christmas and New Year. I'm sure time will fly. I'm gonna steal your toast tomorrow. Be careful. You don't understand. I have to see him again one more time. I'm sure you know to whom Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth? Miles Edgeworth. Why does she wanna meet Edge Boy? Wait, was that train to give the prosecutor Miles Edgeworth? That was my papa. That means that Edgeworth was right again. Miles was like a little brother to me. She's older? My sister is just about to be done showering. I'm literally gonna grab my clothes and run in there. Right when she comes out. I see you're like eager to get a shower. Quickly! Come on, inspire me to become an attorney. I fought against him in a few cases. But a little after that case was over, he vanished. Poof. It's your fault. My fault. What did I do? I helped him not go to prison, I think. Nick, what does she mean? Oh, something happened after that? Ashworth's death. Ashworth was never quite the same after that case, and then with the case after that one, he never set foot into court again. And then one day he just vanished. All he left was a simple note at the prosecutor's office. That was 1 year ago. It was a few months after you left to go back home. I don't believe it. He's still alive, I'm sure of it. Somewhere in this world, he's still alive. You ruined his reputation as a prosecutor. You effectively killed... What do you mean? And then I'm going to teach him his rightful place with my own... She's gonna whip him into place. Essentially. I already told you this once, don't make me do it again. Don't bring up his name in front of me again. What happened between them? But I've had enough of you. Him too. What in the world happened? This dog is all bark and no bite. He's already been defeated. Tomorrow will be the greatest courtroom battle. Alright. I always jump in right after her, plus the water's still warm when I... Oh! That's right, that's right. I guess there's that advantage. So it's the best time. Yes. Wright had lost his edge after he lost to Wright. But then Francisca is gonna put him back into his place. Yes. The power of the whip. We need to talk with the performer on the 3rd floor. Acro's room. Ooh. The birds are cute. Those are some cute birds. I love them. You must be Phoenix Wright. Yes. Pleased to meet you. I'm Ken Dingling. What? But here at the circus, everyone just calls me Acro. How do you know my name? The detective told me. He said you'd definitely show up here. I mainly performed on the tightrope or the flying trapeze, but nowadays all I perform is in my wheelchair. When I was a kid, my parents failed miserably at business, and one night they decided to run away from it all without me. Oh, what? The only person who was willing to take my... Terrible. So he would see the ringmaster kind of like a father figure, right? How long does my sister take to change into clothes? Take to change. She's taking her sweet time. That's why I decided to do something very important. I decided I will devote my entire life to finding a way to repay him. I will even take... Well, if it's close to go out, I guess you can take your time choosing. But if it's changing into pajamas, I think it should just like wear whatever. Just don't have a nice shower, Gwen. So we're paying him for all the good in his life. Yippee. So cute. Bye, Gwen. I think that he was almost too kind. Perhaps he was too kind to his performers. Perhaps he was too kind to his daughter. Truly a princess? Are you sure that's a good thing? Maybe he finds the ringmaster as a father figure, and he feels Regina might be a little bit ungrateful? Is that why he has a grudge? I can't even stand, and since I live on the 3rd floor, I can't even leave this building by myself. Why is he on the 3rd floor? It should be on the 1st floor. The accident happened during an acrobatic session, right? There's something suspicious about this. 3! It's been almost 6 months since I was hurt. I injured my legs during practice. Of course I knew about it. I spoke with the police before they allowed me to go to the hospital, but before I got the call from the prosecutor, I was convinced that it was all a dream. what he saw. That night, I was in bed sleeping when I heard a huge sound coming from below my window. The scene of the crime was right below your window. That's when I looked out the window. He was flying straight up into the air. He? Maximilian Galactica? You're absolutely positive that it was Max you saw flying? Go to the big top. The big top. Top. I feel like Regina's the one we've spoken the least with. Little tiger, so cute, looks so fluffy. Wonderful, today's special must be filet o phoenix. That's you guys, I'm sorry, I guess I made a mistake. A little one. I was thinking of teaching whatever primate was out there a lesson. She wanted the little monkey to be killed? The monkey belongs to Acro, right? They have bad relationship. Everyone loved him, didn't he? He must have been quite a man. He was. I love my dad so much. I hate to say it, but she doesn't seem all that broken up about her father. For a while? When Leon died, I talked with my dad and he told me that when someone dies, they just become a star in the heavens. That means that my dad is looking down on me from the sky. That's why I love the night so much. I can see everyone who's gone. But I bet there's no way that Maya believes that. What do you mean there's no way I believe that? You really think so? You will, I think. I've got a feeling that everyone is doing great up there in the sky. Meep. Just to go back and clear something up. Why do you want to teach Money a lesson? Because he's a meanie. He's got something that means a lot to me. Actually, it's a stage costume. It's got lots of spangles. It's really beautiful. You should see it. I should see it? If you saw that monkey, you'd get my costume back for me, wouldn't you? Everything is yes. I'll get it for you, I guess. Let me present the note. I know what it is. Really? Well, it was in my pocket for a while. Breakfast time? Yeah, I always take Acro his breakfast in the morning. That's when I also take out the trash in his room. Then I'd go to the cafeteria and eat my own breakfast. When you realize the piece of paper was in your pocket. But since I'm not a murderer, I just figured it belonged in someone else's pocket. I stuck it up there, how'd you know? What was it that the note said? So this was a letter from Acro to Regina? Is it? It happened 6 months ago, and Acro got into the accident 6 months ago? I'm gonna go see Mo. Mo's not here. What's that? I hear something. Oh, money. That monkey's holding something. I think we should do ooh, scratch, scratch. Maybe he'll get so shocked he'll stop. Got angrier? That was a good try. I swiped it while Money was distracted. It was fast. She wants to try it on? It doesn't fit me at all. I guess it's time for you to lay off the burgers. What do you mean? Just give it back, monkey brain. Well, that's not what I did, but I got it back anyways, right? So it's fine, right? It doesn't look like something any girl I know would actually wear. So we go back to give it to Regina. The big top. No wonder you guys smell too much in front of this girl. Hey Regina, that costume is yours, right? I tried it on, but it didn't fit me. Huh? This costume? This isn't mine. It was Leon's. Leon's? Wait, the lion killed someone? Was that what they said? Leon, he was killed. Oh, he was killed. My dad killed him. Why? Well, Leon did something really bad during practice. So the lion attacked Acro. The people in the crowd always love seeing me do that. They always start screaming. You sure they were screaming because they love seeing you do that? So funny. Anyways, what was the bad thing? Oh yeah, Leon bit someone during that practice. That was the problem. My dad was incredibly angry, and that's when Leon... Oh yeah, that's when he became a star in the sky. Alright. Cafeteria. Why is Mo still in the cafeteria? Oh, there's still the bust. Something smells fantastic. It's burgers. You see me toasted one special sauce. They're absolutely irresistible to anyone without hankering for a burger. These burgers must have some kind of special power. Oh, love Russell, you've heard Acro's story, haven't you? Like how he was adopted when he was younger. He's calmed down a bit now, but he was livid when he heard about the murder. I've been thinking of trying on the Ringmaster shoes. Max will still be an issue though. Max? He may be a bit mean and hard to work with, but it's hard to argue his importance. It's probably the reason the circus is still around. All that's left is to see if everyone can get over the tragedy. Nothing at all? I don't think it's nothing. Are you lying to us? He definitely is right. It sounded like you were talking about something from a long time ago. Ago. I should try unlocking. How did we... have to present. I forgot how to unlock the thing. It's been a while. the circus. ¿Cómo está gente del planeta Tierra? Hola Red, ¿cómo estás? ¿No eres del planeta Tierra? Look over there, some juicy burgers. Let's eat instead. I'm more of a grilled chicken sandwich man myself. This wouldn't happen to be the cause of that accident, would it? I had a little bit, heard a little bit about it from Regina. How did you? I told them so many times you shouldn't be doing such dangerous acts. Hola Red. Regina believed in Leon. She believed so strongly that the ringmaster went along he never could say no to her. I promise I wouldn't say anything. Did they buy Acro's family? It must have been Acro, right? How do you know? Of course I know. I need to know the truth about what happened to Russell. Please tell me what you know. Ando jugando Moma Musume. ¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo te va? Sorry, Acro. Gonna spill the beans. It's just like you said, you know, the accident. If someone died, nobody would have been probably. It would have probably been better if he had. When he got bit, he suffered massive brain damage. He'll never recover from the coma that he's in. Ooh. Roger. You were an acrobat team. Oh, acro on bat. It's kind of cute. O tengo mala suerte o ya necesito mejorar mis cosas, no mejoro los entrenamientos. Tú puedes, Red, tú puedes. Anyway, they were an incredible team cut down together in their prime. Who is Acro's younger brother? Xin Dingling, but everyone always called him Bat. He fell in love with Regina, trying to win her love was his downfall. All of a sudden, Bat blurts out, "Let me perform with Leon." Oh, like he did like the thing where she puts her head in his mouth and he actually jumped. Was smiling? When he bit down, he was smiling. Oh my god, that must have been so gory. Llevo 10 run con Gold Ship sin poder llegar a ese en speed. Yo no sé si yo he llegado a ese en algo. This freaking lion are flying. Why does it seem that it's always Mo who catches all of these incredible events? Maybe he has good observation skills, right? The ringmaster took Leon out and shot him with a rifle. So that's what really happened. All this trip has put me in the mood for a burger. If you know how Leon bit Bat. Right. Was Leon gonna sneeze or something? Oh, Pepper! That's why we have the pepper bottle thing. I immediately thought of sneezing when he said the lion was smiling. That was Pepper. salt and pepper too. I think I'm getting sleepy as well. Vine a salir un rato, ya comenzó mi segundo ciclo de uni. ¿Ya tan rápido? Arriba los estudios, quiero dormir. Arriba los estudios, tú puedes, Red. Que te vaya bien. I regained my top spot. You're right. Those two always look so perfect together. Investigation is almost done. So we can move. Cuando sea millonario los invito a Perú, excelente. Estaré esperando ese día con ansias. Para poder comer mucha comida peruana, rica. Alright, let's see if we talk with Mo. Oh, we have to go to Acro. Me casaré con mi amada Sion. Me van a invitar a su boda. Espero que sí. I was hurt in the accident 6 months ago. You've got things you want to talk about so far away. Alright. Save. The whole trial consists of 2 parts, but the first part only has 2 testimonies, while the second part only has 1. I see. Yeah. Take that. Alright, let's see. About the wheelchair. Okay, I have to ask, how were you injured? An accident during practice? He's lying. If that were the real cause, he'd have no reason to keep a secret. Are you really telling me that a practice accident was the cause of your injury? How did the lion attack him and the brother? You're saying that I was attacked by a lion, that's what I'm saying. If a lion was coming at me, I'd be running for the exit. Okay, maybe attacked is not the best word to be using. Battled the lion. So he battled the lion after the brother was killed? He fighted to save someone? To save the brother. That was a shame. What happened to your brother 6 months ago? You tried to save him, didn't you? And that's how you got that terrible injury. He must have told you. But he didn't mention anything about you in regards to the accident. I suppose it was just a slip of the tongue on his part. That's where he slipped, and that's how I figured it out. You two ended up at the center of the same accident together like always. I know you're still hiding something from me. Maybe someone you don't seem to like much is the reason you're being evasive. I know he doesn't like Regina. It's very... The hate is very noticeable. I heard Tiger tried to attack me. Regent tried to attack you twice. You're not trying to insinuate that I believe she spurred on Leon to attack Bat, are you? Regina had no reason to want to hurt my little brother. The note. Note. Put it in her pocket. Regina posted it on the bulletin board in the cafeteria. Before that, it was in her pocket. I'm sleepy. I'm dozing off. But at least we're almost done with the investigation. Alright, let's see. Wheelchair. My legs were injured by Leon 6 months ago. My younger brother, Bat, had a dare with Regina. An absurd dare. If I can put my head inside of Leon's mouth like you do, you have to go to the movies. It was only to go on a date? We all thought he was being stupid too, but the lion was very old to begin with, and each breath we did conflict experience in doing that very trick. Unfortunately, this particular time, I guess Leon wasn't ready or willing. Poor Bat. When Leon jumped down, I jumped towards him, but then Leon attacked me, and that's how I ended up. He's still in a coma, so he's not dead, but he's not, like, moving around. Bat and Regina, they were such great friends. Oh yeah, I wanted you to take a look at this. This is the scarf my brother was wearing when Leon attacked him. This scarf, it was a present from Regina to my brother on the day of the accident. Is this scarf full of pepper? When he did it, he looked like he was smiling. Leon, obviously. Oh. When he beat down on Bat's head, the expression on Leon's face looked like a green. ¿Francisca? Dice, si una persona con prisión domiciliaria vende su casa, ¿queda libre? Buena pregunta. Sonaría como un sí, pero al final no realmente, ¿no? I've already heard everything, so hand over the scarf. But the scarf is evidence in the trial. I think we should begin our preparations now. We'll figure something out. You must have found something you can use. It's all beginning to come together now. Ooh, investigation done. I kind of want to continue to try finishing the trial, but I'm kind of sleepy as well. I'll try finishing it. Good morning, Max. Why is he sweating so much? You don't seem like your usual sparkling self. Don't get nervous, Maxie. Here, have a glass of milk. That's not a glass. How fabulous, my sweetie pie princess. You came to watch my performance today. Who said that? So what kind of performance will you put on today? Let me guess, you'll fly at the end? It's not that kind of show, isn't that right, my sweeties? I think my sweetie pie princess doesn't. Yeah, she doesn't seem to realize what's going on or even where she is. Alright, Regina's different, don't you think? Let's get ready to get stuck in legal limbo. Top of the morning, that's the ticket. Attacking the day starts with energy in the morning. Why does he have so much energy in the morning? The early bird gets the worm, but then again, worms lack higher brain function. What? I have brought you a present, have some milk. Got the feeling that today I'm going to face off against the real culprit. Be careful, he's used to putting his life on the line, literally. If all I've got to worry about is how thin the tightrope is, I'm used to it already. I want you to make sure that Regina sees it all today. It's important. Then she'll finally have to deal with the reality of what happened to her father. What does Acro have against Max? I may be an old-fashioned clown, but I don't believe in people becoming stars. Oh wait, did Acro kill the ringmaster so that Regina will experience the loss of a family member? I should know the reason. The defense is ready. The prosecution would like to revise its previous theory of events. One that saw Maximilian Galactica fly off from the scene of the crime. I had a feeling something like this will come out. Due to this revision, we are now prepared to explain how the defendant flew that night. My detective stayed up all night creating a mock-up on the scene of my orders. Poor Gumshoe. He's doing all the hard work. You read the birds? There's a new bird. There are 3 birds. Ken Dingling bot, everyone calls me Acro. I'm employed as an acrobat at the very big circus. I was in my room that night. If you look at the map, you will see the witness's room is near the crime scene. Crime scene is below my window. Just after 10 p.m. when I was resting in my bed. At that time I heard a large stomp noise from outside the window. Then a few moments later I saw someone flying right by my window. It was Max Galactica. I only saw him from behind, but that's who it looked like. Oh, that's the bust! That's the bust of Max. And at the same time, that's the murder weapon, right? That's why there were no footsteps. And I guess it looks like him. I thought I was dreaming. So it's heavy. I'm sure that works as a weapon. This witness testimony matches up exactly with that of the clown, and if that's the case, there is very little the prosecution it's at. That's how he fell. Oh, that's why he's like fell on top of the box. Guess the Max's bust like hit him from behind his head and he fell to the front because of that. Before we get that, I like to cross-examine the witness. She likes to say foolish. Mr. Wright, do you have a problem with the witness's testimony? There's no way that actually happened. So we press here. The light in your room was turned off then, right? That's true. I was going to bed after all. So with the lights off, you were still able to clearly see a human fly by your window? The safety lights lit things up enough for me to see. But honestly, there was only enough light for me to see the silhouette outside my window. It was a person's back, so I couldn't see the white roses on the front. I'm convinced that the person I saw was Max Galactica. There is a contradiction. There is a huge contradiction with the testimony that was just, oh, because it's supposed to have fallen off. Do you have any evidence? The silk cat. What do you mean? The silk cat? What about the silk cat? I saw it on Max's head as he flew by my window. Well, you should have tried looking down out of your window that night. Just looking outside of the window was a tough enough challenge for me. That's a shame because you would have noticed the silk hat found on the scene. No matter how you look at it, this is Max's silk hat. Max has 2 silk hats now. This is a handmade, one-of-a-kind model made only for Maximilian Galactica. just had to open their mouth before thinking. Akra was dreaming? Akra is the real culprit, right? Just see. I don't think he has a grudge against Max. I think he has a grudge against Regina. What in the world are you accusing him of? Obviously, we accuse him of the murder of Mr. Russell. Deadly serious. I think I'll learn how to try and grab at an audience's hearts. Heart on mine. If you don't believe me, just look at the witness. Hola, Miguel. Esos años se sintieron cortos. ¿Cómo estás? It's calm enough for you to be almost scary. Oh, the bird is picking on Phoenix. I really need to say a thing to everyone. Take a good look at me. I can't even stand up by myself, let alone leave the lodging house. Pareció una eternidad sin stream. El fin de semana sin stream. Wait to pick on the disabled. I'm not picking on the disabled. It's actually him. Phoenix is a poopy head. He's a poopy head. I think that's enough of this little game. Acker had an accomplice. He didn't. This must be when we get to hear the name of the Mr. Accomplice. No. He did it by himself. Just had to set it up right. Karma, me había olvidado de ti. Bella como siempre. Now I'm going to have to prove how it all fits together. I have to show how I can murder Russellberry. When the crime was committed, exactly where was Mr. Dingling? Right, he was here. Take that! Pretty simple, eh? Acker wasn't able to leave the lodging house by himself. In that case, there can only be one correct answer. Acker didn't leave his room to kill the ringmaster. How did he get the boss to be wearing the things though, like the cape and the hat? Considering that's what you propose, is impossible, yes, that's it. Uy, Maya, no me mires con esos ojos, lo nuestro no puede ser. Carmen está presente. Le paso su número. ¿Cómo así, Miguel? As the witness has stated, your assertion is impossible, as he's in a wheelchair. You've got a point. It seems you've forgotten once again. Yeah, there's no legs. I understand some of your logic, however. How do you think that I killed him? If I can't leave my room, I obviously couldn't wear Max's costume. Present evidence. So what did Mr. Dingling use to commit the crime? Wait, the boss? Present. Si Karma te pregunta, tú no has visto nada. Ok, está bien. Because it is life-size, it is also very, very heavy. Heavy enough to guarantee a certain death. Saying that the boss fell into the ringmaster. Even if you are stuck in a wheelchair, it will be incredibly easy to commit. Well, Acker, he's an acrobat. He should have more than enough upper body strength to carry something like the bust. Oh, good point. Well, I'm Chris at a loss for words. He knows that I'm getting close to the truth. Edgar, you can't run away. Oh my god, stop whipping me! Your Honor, the physical health of the witness is material to this case. Objeción! There is absolutely no need for such testimony. The defense has its version of the murder. The prosecution has the right to respond. Lo hacían, yo solo quería ser popular. I can see things my way once in a while. I think he's scared of the whip as well. Witness will have no problems, however, let's all be respectful towards him. The woman will sink to any low to win a case. I suppose I could have lifted something the size of that bus. I have a strong upper body from working as an acrobat and only my legs were injured. However, lifting the bus and looking out of the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. Why the wooden box? Or did he drop the wooden box first so that like the ringmaster will be like intrigued by it, and then it's kind of strange though. That makes it impossible. Here we present the wooden box for an unknown reason.
Objection!
You didn't really need to lean out of the window, did you? You already knew ahead of time where the ringmaster's head was going to be. Quite precisely, I may add. How? I did such a good job hunting. What? Didn't you should take a look at this? The point here is a wooden box. The same wooden box that the victim was found hunched over. The same. The question is who placed the wooden box here? When Ben and company saw the ringmaster, they didn't see him holding the box. But this wooden box was already placed at the scene of the crime. The moment that the box came falling down, it was exactly the same moment that the ringmaster lifted up this wooden box. Which means that the answer to all these questions is like crystal clear. If the box were to fall upon the point marked out by the wooden box, so the wooden box was like a distraction thing, kind of to make them be at a certain location, like a certain point, right? Who placed the wooden box at the scene? It was Mr. Dingling. He connected it to a rope and then all he had to do was lower it down. Why is she whipping me so much? That's not gonna make you win the case. The ringmaster's head could have been anywhere when he lifted the box. It had the most peculiar feature. The weight. It's so heavy, you cannot move it. I would have to squat down then lift it up with your body. He's so calm. Does he even bother to listen to me anymore? I'll hear what you have to say. I must admit, I'm shocked at your imaginative skills. you recall the original location of Max's bust? I remember it was in the cafeteria. Lo que no entiendo qué pasa, pero me tiene intrigado. Estamos muy cerca de acabar este caso. Of course, I remember it was on the top of the table in the cafeteria. Cafeteria to my room 5 days ago. The monkey? The monkey can lift the bus? Or the bus looks very heavy. Aaron knows money. He loves shiny objects of any size. Like when he stole the ventriloquist's ring. The monkey stole it on his own and then brought it back home. Money lives in Akra's room.
Objection! Objection!
Maybe you should put the whip down sometimes and read the court record. Those are some very nice cards he's holding. Very shiny. Money is a strong monkey, right? It's easy for him to bring the bus back to your room. Order. Where is the boss in question at this moment? I don't know. We're searching for it as we speak. So let's say that the monkey had not stolen the bus. What would have happened to them? This was the murder weapon purely by accident. Maybe Akra stole money's mountain of stolen goods and thought to use one of them. Maybe we're more than proven one critical fact. That. I'm still a bit dizzy, however, his argument does hold water. Doesn't seem so flamboozled. What's the most important thing? You should know. You forgot that your fraud of a magical client was spotted at the scene of the crime. There is no reason to doubt the clown's testimony. One was the victim and the other one was the murderer himself. Who was the murderer? Oh yeah, it was the boss, definitely. Pachi pachi. So Max is bust.
Objection!
What do you mean? Au contraire. I don't know how to read French. Mo said that he saw Max's silhouette, but he didn't actually see the man himself. It wasn't a human being he saw. How is that possible? It's simple, really. And Mo actually saw that night was Max's bust. Have you ever tried using your brain at all? In this case, the silhouette he saw was what? Well, the bust can still wear a cloak. It could be easy to hang one of the cards in the bust, but it is smart to put it on the bust. The question is of the utmost importance to this case. He caught me. It's Russell Berry. Russell himself?
Take that!
The victim himself placed the cloak on the bust. He just hung it? Acrobat used a rope to lower the wooden box onto the scene, then he attached that rope to the bust. He dangled the bust out of his bedroom window directly above the wooden box. At the same time, the ringmaster told Max to wait in his room and went to the scene. Of course, at the time, the ringmaster was wearing Max's costume. culpable, el señor que está en la silla de ruedas. When the ringmaster arrived at the scene, he bent over to lift the wooden box. And that's when Akro took his chance and released the rope. At the very instant that the boss hit the victim, everything fell. Oh, how did that happen? As much as you try, as much as you scheme, this just isn't very comfy. Lo sabía, nunca confié de él. Sus pájaros tienen maldad en su... So literally to be getting us so upset. The impact of the bust on the victims threw the cloak off, which snapped onto the bust. The impact also caused the sound a certain witness heard, prompting him to take a look. When Mo looked out his window, the cloak had already snagged onto the bust. Now, having completed the crime, Akro naturally went about pulling up the murder weapon. Primarily because in his wheelchair he couldn't see out of his window, so he just kept pulling the bust up. And that's why it looked like it was floating. So you see, the only person who could have pulled this off is Akro. It could only have been you. Is he gonna confess now? Akro's been playing mind games with all of us. He sure has, but he has come to the end of his rope now. You've graced us with a rather long-winded tale, but do you have any evidence to prove that your fairy tale is true? The power of my whip! Don't forget the power of my gavel as well. Mr. Wright, the prosecution brings up a good point. Can we see some evidence? A contradiction, actually. Okay, then use that and get out of this jam. Present some evidence to the court that backs up the claims. One and the white roses were the other, but the theory I just presented explains all of these contradictions. Like the flowers fell off with the impact. Next, the silk hat was found at the scene of the crime. However, remember what Mo said yesterday. He testified that the criminal while he was fleeing the scene was wearing a silk hat. The silk hat that Mo saw was actually the boss of the he witnessed white roses on Max's chest and had little clowns. Testimony is a match. Please recall the instant when the cloak snagged. The cloak snagged onto the bus. What happened to the white roses? They fell off, right? And got in the back. On the inside. What? White roses wound up on the back of the bus. White roses were not visible because they were on the back side of the bus. Okay. quite a shocking state of affairs. However, let's just keep going down this road for a while and see where it leads. He's still like very nonchalant about everything. If you did that, maybe you understand why I think you're off track. Hola, Dro. Todo bien, con mucho sueño. Que me estoy durmiendo. ¿Cómo estás? I liked you to hear Akro's story. Learn about his relationship with the ringmaster and his life up until now. Seems that this case isn't over yet. However, I feel this is a good place to take a break. I will listen to the rest of Mr. Dingling's testimony after recess. 10-minute recess. Hace un rato se escuchó como se le roncaba. No puede ser. Un día terminaré durmiendo en directo. Terminaré o haciendo como es en la película personaje que roncaba mi. I can't believe it, Acro. It's pretty shocking, isn't it? It definitely is, and to think he was always the most straightforward of the group. Gee, but am I that hated? You are. Maybe. But I'm nothing but a little old nobody, you know. He rang me after I went to all this trouble to bring you some evidence. He brought some evidence. He changed sides only with a card trick and a milk, carton of milk. Podría ser cualquiera. Tampoco. There you go. Oh! He brought us the scarf! That's why this is all a secret. The details are on a need-to-know basis, and we're not really allies or anything. You'll figure out eventually, Paul. Yesterday, our final plans were set into motion. Anyways, I've got a message from the prosecutor for you. Nothing is ever truly decided until the very end. It looks like there's a large care package from the circus for the defendant. It's milk? Why so much milk? Miss Von Karma, please continue from where you left off, starting with his relationship to the victim. Your Honor, please proceed with your testimony. Tengo que amanecerme mañana, así que ya me retiro, Celeste. Te me cuidas. Buenas noches, Dro, descansa. Cuídate. Hola, Tomás. No sé si tengo la respuesta, pero sí puedes preguntar, supongo. When we were little, we were abandoned by our parents. That's when the ringmaster of the very big circus, Russell Very, took us in. I became an acrobat at around 9 years old. I wanted to find a way to repay the ringmaster. That was my sole purpose in life. You're such a thoughtful young man. As you heard, the witness deeply respected the victim. I wonder how anyone could think that Akro will kill the man he held in such esteem. Actually, that's the question I'm trying to answer myself. Why will Akro kill the ringmaster? No need to question him now. I need to question him now. Was the ringmaster murdered? There is no need to delve into that bit of a testimony. That bit of testimony, I know the answer already. I know the answer. Tú has dicho varias veces que nunca te vas a casar ni... Sí, 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 es así. I would just like to know, can you provide an explanation as to why Akra will want the ring? I can't provide one. And I know he doesn't like his daughter. The reason that Akra killed the ringmaster is something that can't be proven. It's because Akra had no reason to kill the ringmaster at all. What does that even mean? What? This is the real killer of Russell. Oh, because he didn't want to kill the ringmaster. He wanted to kill Regina. The note was for Regina, not for the ringmaster. Akro, you didn't plan to kill the ringmaster at all, did you? The ringmaster wasn't your target that night. I'm saying that the target of this witness's murderous plot was not the ringmaster. That's right, that's right. Smack anyone who's loud in the face twice if you must. Mr. Phoenix, what in the world are you trying to do to his court? So funny. Yes. Regina Berry, this young girl is the ringmaster's daughter. You were really aiming for her that night.
Objection!
Objection! You don't need to answer that. It's a mean-spirited leading question. He could easily answer this question. If I'm wrong, all he has to say, you're wrong. That's it. That's it, huh? Allow me to. The only thing allowed to interrupt me is death itself. Show me evidence. Now. I want to know why Akra would want to kill Regina Berry. The note. Me lleva la luz y estarás sola. ¿Quién te va a cuidar y cuando estés gravemente enferma una emergencia? Cuando sea una... Bueno, nadie sabe si voy a estar viva hasta cuando esté vieja. Uno nunca sabe hasta cuándo va a vivir. Y bueno, no sé, me las arreglaré. Ahí veremos. Little bit my food waking me up. Oh, does he need something? Are you okay? Is your food okay? Did he bite really hard? It's a piece of paper that we found inside the ringmaster's tailcoat. Akra wrote this notice, ironically entitled to the murderer. His purpose was to call someone to the plaza at 10 p.m. Yes, but there's just one little problem. Akra did indeed place this note into someone's pocket. However, oh, did the ringmaster think it was directed at him because he placed pepper on the scarf? It was afraid. That's exactly what I mean. The person this note was intended for was none other than Regina Berry. It wasn't too hard enough to jolt me awake. It was pretty hard still. Because if it was just a small nibble, you probably wouldn't have woken up from it. Yo te cuido habrá silencio Gil todos los días. Tú puedes jugar el silencio Gil. Yo estaré por ahí. Your Honor, it isn't just a theory. Simply put, Regina didn't think the note was meant for her, which is why the morning of the crime she placed it on the cafeteria bulletin board. That's when her father, the ringmaster, saw the note. That's right. Te lo pregunto porque yo pienso igual que tú de lo de no tener hijos ni pareja y es bastante jodida la cosa porque gatos y vinos serán nuestros... Pues no hay nada malo de gatos y vinos o gatos y perros y vinos o perros y vino. I don't know why he did that. Maybe he needs something? Or maybe he's uncomfortable by something. I feel like if it's something he usually does not do, I feel like there might be a reason why. Yes, I go. Y sí, Tomás. Hay personas que preguntan como que quién te va a cuidar cuando estés vieja. Cuando digo que no pienso casarme ni tener hijos, pero no sé. Esto es algo de muy futuro y yo no sé si estaré viva para esos días. De donde uno no se pueda cuidar a uno mismo. He was jail because of that mistake instead of Regina. Remember the testimony that Kurt gave us earlier today. He couldn't see. Like had no idea who it was that arrived in the plaza because he couldn't look down out of his window to see who it actually was. Si mueres teniendo gatos, ¿de quién crees que se van a alimentar? Bueno. Está bien. No hay problema. Isn't Regina listening to all of this from the audience? She is unfortunately only going to get harsher from here. If he really wake me up so he can crawl under my blanket and snuggle. It's kind of cute. Like, wake up, I need snuggly. Clingy cat. That means he really loves you. Tantas preguntas es que necesito sacarme esa duda de pecho. No te preocupes. Es que yo trato no pensar mucho tanto así en el futuro.
Objection!
You're so foolish. You've even made me sound like a hardy fool. Then tell us about this line. I have conclusive evidence of what took place. This notice declaring that Regina Berry is a murderer. Going back to sleep. Good night. Hopefully you don't wake up again and have a good rest. Ceres está reflexionando sobre su vida y entrando en un trance. Yo no reflexiono mucho. Yo soy de vivir sin muchos pensamientos para no complicarse. In place of his lovely daughter. Él descuida Ceres, pero ya sabes que Silent Hill 1 y los demás serán mi paga. What is this incident that is alluded to in the note? The incident 6 months ago. But no, I know all about it, right? Just say just in case. An incident occurred 6 months ago, and now I am more than ready to show this court what happened at that time. Everything in this case has its start in what happened 6 months ago. Tampoco se lo esperó. Ayer era enero, parpadeo y ya estamos casi en... Es cierto. If that's the case, hurry up and tell us about it. What is this conclusive evidence mentioned? Small seasoning bottle. The pepper. Contains pepper. Achoo! Lots of achoos. Stop sneezing! Weep! What kind of spicy joke is this? Recall that the victim was trying to take the wooden box away with him. He was doing so because this piece of decisive evidence is what was inside. Taking the note into account, that's the only logical conclusion you can draw. Foolish fool who never tires of his foolish ways. If you're so sure Mr. Phoenix Wright, then answer this question. Who was Regina Berry's intended victim? What did this belong to? Is it Bat? Why did she want to kill Bat? Ah! No! Wait, I misclicked! I misclicked! No, I'm not gonna go back. I don't think I'll lose any points after this. I was trying to go to profiles. Alright. There we go.
Objection!
Bueno, ya no te molesto más. Gracias por responderme y no sacarme a escobazos del stream. ¿Por qué te sacaría escobazos? Fíjate que tengas una linda noche. Eres mi otra favorita por más tiempo que pase. Ay, qué lindo. Cuídate también. Descansa. Buenas noches. This proof his younger brother isn't dead. Technically, that's true. However, Bat has been in a coma for 6 months now. It's not a stretch to see how Akra will feel that his brother is dead. Naturally, the prosecution has looked into Akra's brother. 6 months ago, he was beat by a lion and fell into his current comatose state. There no tame animal in that position is ever trained to attack another human. They wouldn't understand the command. However, Miss Regina could never do something like that. I don't understand that. What do they mean by intended victim? it was more than that. She just pretending to be foolish. Si Tomás nos representa, ¿qué sería de nuestras noches sin stream? Ay no, pero ¿por qué? Qué lindos. You're such an amateur. There's no way that Regina will ever incite her lion to attack another human being. But Regina is responsible for making the lion bite Akko's brother. This scarf is something that Bat used to wear, correct? That's right. And who is the one that gave this scarf to Bat? Regina gave it to him. There's something more than just blood on this scarf. There's pepper. Regina gave the scarf to Bat right before the accident, and she covered it with as much pepper as she could. Was with the silent treatment. You've done a good job of figuring a criminal. What? Figuring out a criminal? What did he say? But out of curiosity, what was her crime? Miss Berry gave a pepper-covered scarf to Bat as a present. Where's the crime in that? Was it said that the lion seemed to be smiling? That's right. Smiling? The lion was smiling right before Bat was bit by the lion. Lion smile? I've never heard of them smiling, however. Lion sneeze. Whoa, 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 whoa. Leon wasn't trying to bite Bat at all. He was trying to sneeze. In reality, all he actually did was sneeze. Right? He sneezed because of all the pepper on the scarf. Why did she spray it with scarf? Like, why did she spray the scarf with pepper?
Objection!
I object for objection's sake. What does that even mean? You really intend to say that this is how this joke of an accident actually happened? It's the truth. The lion sneezed due to the pepper, and that's when Bat lost consciousness. Akko nearly lost his brother due to this accident, or this joke, as you put it. It almost does seem like a terrible joke, doesn't it? Once again, I'm impressed by your imagination. What do you mean, imagination? Are you telling me that what I said was true? You don't mean you can't mean witness? Are you confirming the defense's claim? Mr. Wright, unfortunately, your imagination is not enough to find me guilty of murder. The pepper, the scar of the lion. I see where you're going, but it's a bit hard to swallow. Not to mention the fact that there's an even bigger problem with your theory. If I drop Max's bust on the top of the ringmaster, where's the evidence that proves that claim? The bust. They never found the bust, right? Let's see how things work out first. If I figured with you that's the least I should expect. You leave nothing unturned. We already searched Akko's room yesterday. What did you find? There's no reason to even say it. If we found what you think we found in the room, Akko will not be here as a witness. Furthermore, Detective Dick Gumshoe executed the search by complete surprise. Is it a courtroom? No offense, but the only evidence that is relevant here is Max's bust. What is that in the courtroom? Or did like this one Karma, like is Francisca hiding it? Enter sorry, Mr. Wright. Where's Francisca? The defense needs time to prepare to present its case. Why are you the most surprised person here? She's your age, isn't she? I don't understand what's Spanish about what that guy said about you being his favorite feature seems too sweet to me. I know, right? That's so sweet. Everyone's so sweet. Makes me feel warm. And Cravats always have their lives on the line, so that's how Akros lived up his life up until now. It's time for us to walk across our own tightrope. Maya's always helping us when we're on a pinch. Does Francisca have to bust? Let's see. Is it the wind assistant? Well, how come it's in the wind assistant? He has it with him? I just wanted to make sure you're hiding anything under that blanket. Really? I think it's pretty amazing that you can laugh in your position, however your lightheartedness doesn't change the fact that the bust is under there. He's so sure of it. You'll know that you can't leave the lodging house by yourself in your condition. That proved inconvenient when Karma happened to search your room yesterday. Which is why I have to ask you again, will you please remove the blanket from your lap? Where's her weep? How could you? How could you? You've got me. I've been backed by a real pro. Actually, two of them. There's just one thing I'd like to know. How did you know to launch the surprise search on my room last night? There were 2 pieces of decisive evidence. I burnt the cloak in my room and threw the ashes away with the trash. Regina always took my trash out every morning, you know. But the boss obviously couldn't throw that away. Solo se convirtió en mi VTuber favorita muy rápido. Su forma de ser y el Spanglish me traen. ¿Spanglish? Me traen siempre el regreso aunque no entiendo bien el inglés. Ay, qué lindo. Gracias. Glad for you that you have people who support you as a content creator without expecting anything in return. Yes, feel blessed. Have a good night. I was completely sucked in by your calculated strategy. There's no way I can escape that. I can't believe I've done Karma thought that far ahead. Why did I order a surprise search of your room? If only I hadn't done that. Are we gonna see how Regina reacts to all of this? Oh, one day my brother sprinkled some pepper on Regina. She started sneezing so hard you couldn't help yourself from laughing. Oh, so it's not like she wanted the lion to kill him. Just gonna forgive her no matter what. What am I truly guilty of? Regina believing that so purely that she would laugh innocently was saying it too innocently. So are you saying that you are a victim in all of this as well? That's not what I mean. Mira, sus ojos de los pájaros saben cosas. No lo sé. Parecen ojos vacíos. Cero pensamientos. Spanglish es una mezcla de inglés y español, como le pasan a algunos gringos que tratan de hablar español pero se les sale el inglés. Bueno, supongo no se le... Si no se acuerdan de la palabra en español, tendrían que decirlo en inglés. I'm nothing but a murderer, that's who I am. I thought I'd kill myself and I pondered giving myself up. Max, I'm so sorry. I just couldn't up and leave yet. I felt bad for Acro as well. Must have felt terrible too, right? Must have felt terrible because he respected the ringmaster a lot, right? And he ended up killing him. I can't believe it, you bit me again. I believe this case is now beyond any point of possible discussion. Thus, I like to declare my verdict. Not guilty. He has really long hair. Fabulous! I can't really be too happy about this. After the ringmaster, Regina, and Bat, not a single one of them was a bad person inside. But only a maximilian of them. If you worry about people too much, then you'll be like this forever. Never be happy. Oh, she's been like this for a while now. She looks like a kid. It's all my fault. She didn't know. They're never coming back. Now everyone's gonna split up. Acker said something right at the end. I just couldn't up and leave yet. Does that mean that Acker is gonna try and get his revenge on me? I don't think so. Acker doesn't have any desire for revenge anymore. Ganamos, yo sabía estos... Los pajaritos! It's true that I want to see some evidence. I want to know you're not just making up the stuff about Acker not wanting... Wait, she wants evidence? Bat's profile?
Take that!
He wanted to see his brother open his eyes again. He's still alive, you know. But now that Acker's being caught, I'll do Esther next to Bat as long as it takes, until he opens his eyes and then until he can meet Acker again. Hopefully this is enough to give her a little peace of mind. Aww. Con esos ojos de punto sentía como veía mi época. Algo así, sí. We really put you through a lot, didn't we, buddy? I'm sorry about what happened. So whenever you'd like to leave us, I'll pay your fee and rip up the contract. What a fabulous thing to do for me. I might even leave tomorrow. What's going to happen to the circus now? Even though he's not here anymore, everyone is sticking together. The staff, the performers, no one wants to leave the circus. I've decided that I will take over as the new ringmaster. The bestest circus. Don't laugh. That's quite the goal. Yay, I can't wait. Then I guess that changes things. There's only one thing the best circus the world has ever needs. The world's best delusions. Let's work together and make our circus super fabulous. You're gonna help them out too, aren't you? I don't know, maybe the circus will be better off without me. We've got to work together to make the very big circus bigger than... It's the very biggest circus. It can be the very big circus without Regina Berry. I can't wait to go see the best circus the world has ever seen. It'll take us a lot to get ready, but I'm going to order special whoopee cushions. Kind of comfortable. God, yesterday the surprise raid, it really paid off just like you said it would, sir. You had it all figured out, didn't you? Who's he talking to? Edgeworth? Parker really was the killer. I thought this was the only way it could end. Especially if he was the defense attorney. Ashworth? He in Mr. Wright. Edgeworth? Of course. Well, Detective, my plane is about to leave. As for Mr. Acker's case, you need not worry. I plan to personally stop by the Chief Prosecutor's office as soon as I get back. Oh. Edgeworth! Yes, Edgeworth and Gumshoe, the dream team. It was really sweet how like Gumshoe was so concerned about Edgeworth before, like in the previous cases. Yay! We're finally seeing Edgeworth again. Great. Oh, it was such a nice little like ending scene. Makes me excited for the next case. Alright. Well, I didn't fall asleep. I managed to finish the case, which is all good. Nos vemos, Karma. Yo creo que aparece la próxima semana también. Así que solo hay que esperar una semana. Pasará rapidito. Alright, good night. Thanks for the help. Have a good day or night. See you again. Ya me voy a ir a dormir. Buenas noches, descansen, cuídense, nos vemos el jueves. Adiós. Bye bye. Sí.